The Abby and Libby investigation. It's always been a top priority for me. It will continue to be when I'm sheriff. Every day there are multiple investigators that are working on that case. It was something that was horrific and shook us all to the core.
I just harped on the 45.
You understand what this looks like?
I do.
Is insurance fraud one of the motives you're looking at?
It's not one that we haven't looked at.
You said that Galen Rose is not a suspect. Can you tell us why she's not a suspect?
All I can say is I believe that's accurate.
Was she a suspect?
I don't believe so. Again, my opinion.
Is the homeowner a suspect?
I'm not going to go there. My test here is, did we do what we knew was wrong? And the answer is no. No. We did the very best we could with what we had at the time. And I'm going to stand by that till my last day.
celebrate the lives of Abby Williams and Libby German. The teenagers disappeared in 2017 while hiking along the Monon Bridge. Their bodies found on a piece of private property the next day. The girls' loved ones are one step closer tonight to honoring their lives with a memorial park in Delphi. RTV6's Derek Thomas reports from a fundraiser where the main focus was bringing Abby and Libby's killer to justice.
Mike Patty is playing cornhole. He's Libby's grandfather. He's one of the driving forces behind the memorial park and sports complex that will be built in Libby and Abby's honor. This is an artist's rendering of the 21-acre site. It will cost an estimated $1 million to complete. That's why shirts were being sold and this Harley-Davidson motorcycle is being raffled off.
One of the questions that came to me was about body cams, and I think you said something about it, so that triggered me. Are you in favor of body cams, dash cams, GPS in cars enabled so that you know where the cars are going, that kind of thing?
Absolutely, and want body cameras, we used to have in-car cameras, and they all just quit working, and it's expensive to get them back. I actually looked into body cameras about a year ago. It's going to cost, for the Axon, to do everything that Mike just talked about, when you get out of your car and it'll activate, it's going to cost about $100,000. So it's not a cheap endeavor. Absolutely in favor of body cams. As far as the GPS in the cars, we have the modems and things to make that work. But our computers will crash. Most of our computers crash because they're so old. We need to get upgraded computer laptops in the cars to make that work. The guys wanted to. It is an officer safety issue.
We're going to be speaking with Carroll County Sheriff Tony Liggett. Sheriff, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You guys did not take advantage of Hero Fund funding last year, but you plan to this year.
Yeah, I'm going to look into it. To be honest with you, I didn't know much about it last year, so we'll look into it and see what we might be able to do. It sounds like a great program.
And with that funding also, one thing that we were talking about earlier is the drone that you guys are potentially wanting to get. How would you use that and be able to help your department out?
Yeah, currently we have to go to surrounding agencies that have a drone. So if there's a lost person, a child or an elderly person or a bad guy, be a lot quicker to get it and respond ourselves and wait for the help to come from other places.
Now, have you actually researched drones and figured out what type you'd like, and do you know what that would cost?
Yeah, we have, and we're looking at one that's going to be about $6,000 in that ballpark for a law enforcement package.
What sort of functionality would that have, if you could talk a little bit about some of that?
We want to get one that has like thermal imaging so we can see at night, things like that. Autonomous flying, will fly search patterns, stuff like that.
How's everything been going in the department so far and everything over in Carroll County?
Going really well. One of the things I wanted to get done was body cams, and I was able to get those already this year, so things are going really well.
Talk about how much did you spend on body cams?
Ballpark of $94,000 was for the Axon cameras.
Okay. Now, talk a little bit about the safety factor that goes into first responders. You guys had an incident today that kind of demonstrates some of that activity.
Yeah, we had a pursuit that ended in a crash, and one of the Delphi officers injured his arm in that crash, and hopefully he'll be fine, but yeah, safety's a big thing.
Yeah, our prayers are with him and with you as well. Sheriff Tony Liggett, thanks so much for coming in.